G'day guys, DYLIEDOG here. Now today this is going to be a longer video, but me and fellow Spitfire hater and ThatOneApexBot have collaborated to make this awesome tier list ranking for the current weapon meta. So just quickly, if you haven't already, make sure to go subscribe to ThatOneApexBot. He does make great Apex content, and go give him a follow on Twitter. And those links will of course be in the description below. But let's get into the video. And there are a few instances where the audio does go a bit scuffed, but it is all good for the majority of the video.
Alright, so today I got you on to do a tier list, like I said to you in the messages. But what I got you to do is, considering you kind of bamboozled the whole Apex community with the weapons and the Spitfire, I thought we'd do a tier list on weapons today.
Alright, cool.
You won't be able to see this, but on the screen, got all the weapons here. I don't know why it's got all the attachment ones as well, because I don't think that'll make a difference. We'll just rank the best weapon with attachments and stuff. I think I'll just make it easier. I don't know. I think we'll start with the Spitfire because I think we all hate the Spitfire. I think you agree we put that S tier, don't we? It's like the most overpowered weapon in the game.
Yeah, 100%.
It's lasered across the maps and arenas with the bloody Spitfire, and anyone who says it's not the most overpowered weapon should just
quit. You have no place there.
Exactly, I'm sick of it. Alright, let's go with the bow check, though, considering it's a new weapon in the game. What do you think about it since it's nerfed? Do you think it's a little bit more balanced now, or?
It's still very strong. I'd still classify it as one of the strongest weapons in the game, so I'd go for S tier.
S tier still? Yeah, I think I'll probably go the same. Still think it's a very good weapon, especially in arenas and stuff. Even though it's a pretty expensive weapon, I still think it's a pretty good weapon to use, especially when especially the problem is the audio on it as well, because it hits you and you don't even notice it until you look down at your shields and you already lost all your shields. All right, let's get to what do we got here? The 30-30 repeater. This would be an interesting one.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about it. You may as well just use a G7 Scout. Faster fire rate and the bullet velocity as well. It's more than the 30-30. I don't understand. The 30-30 is supposed to have basically hit scan. If it was like that, then I think it would be in around A tier. But for me, I like to use it in arenas, but in Battle Royale, I would classify it as C.
So yeah, I think it's a mid-tier weapon. I feel like if you're gonna grab you might as well just look. I mean, if you grab a 30-30, if you have a bit of light ammo, you're gonna pick up a G7 straight away, aren't you, to replace it?
Yeah, 100%.
That's probably a good choice, yeah.
But with the shatter caps, it's not half bad. I'd put that in B.
Yeah, I'll put the shadow caps in B, and we'll put the regular weapon in C then. All right, we'll go to the Alternator then. You said it was a pretty decent weapon. What would you put it as?
It's I'd put it in A.
A? You put it in A?
Yeah, A. It's a very, very decent weapon if I'm being honest, especially off drop. Sometimes I would actually prefer it over the R99. Sometimes, not all the time.
Oh my god. Exposed.
It's got easy to control recoil, and basically if the other person's missing their shots, then you can easily win that fight.
I'm shocked. I was gonna put it down D, so maybe.
Oh, it's not D, right? Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and put it in B.
We'll put it in B. I think.
Yeah, B.
I feel I don't think I can get my finger up to A on that one. No, I always use it as an attachment grabber just for the R99. I do get the point though. It is a lot easier to control than a lot of weapons as well.
And the hipfire is decent too.
Anyway, what have we got next? The charge rifle. Oh, this is a plague on arenas as well. Oh, people just sit there, I hate the charge rifle. I've been playing a bit of arenas and battle royale, but it just
any sniper in arenas is just obnoxious.
Yeah, I'd say A.
Yeah.
Yeah, A.
Yeah, it's got low ammo. It takes a lot of ammo to use, and then that super long reload. Between A and B, I'd put it in a low A.
Yeah, I think guys are probably right though. I still remember how good it was back in the start of season 3. That was insane. How bad, how annoying it was.
8 bullets or something. 8 bullets. So you could put extended energy mag on it.
Have you seen that bug at the well, not that bug, that cheat that people use when they
that charge just beams to everyone on the map. Oh god! I'm so glad I don't play on PC. That would
I know. I'd cry. Yeah, that's just terrible. I'd just close the game.
I quit the game.
See someone. Yeah. All right. What do we got here? The Devotion. I don't know.
The Devo.
The Devo.
The Devo is the underdog of Season 9. If you know how to control the recoil, is basically the best weapon in the game. Long distance, but up close you cannot win against the Devotion, especially with the turbocharger. If they wanted to balance like the Spitfire and the Devotion, they should give it range, but just add a little bit more recoil on there. Increase the ADS time, and the hip fire should be a lot more wider. Should be very random.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Spitfire nerf that they supposedly gave it, they gave like a little. I didn't even notice the difference. I mean, the one damage point doesn't make any sort of difference. That's why I was so happy when I saw your tweet about it. When I thought it was respawn, I was like, "Oh yes, they're finally nerfing it." I told my brother who plays Apex as well, and I was like, I click on the profile and I'm like, "I've got duped, bro." I'm like, no.
That's why the check mark is always important.
I laughed. I wasn't like someone who got angry or anything. I just thought, nah, that's good. You got me. I know there was a few people got a bit shitty, I'm sure, but
a lot of people are pissed, especially Daniel Klein. He blocked me.
oh no, Devo. Now you're gonna tell the buddy balance the game properly. Anyway.
It wasn't even his fault because he's not in charge of the game balance, the gun balance. I just did it for fun of it.
Anyway, where are we putting the Devotion? What do you think?
Devotion. I wouldn't put it in S or A. I'd put it in a high B, an upper B. Because it's nowhere as good as it used to be in season 6 and before season 5.
All right, what do we got next? The EVA 8. It's kind of interesting because I've seen a lot of people like complaining about it lately.
Solid gun, yeah, it's a very solid gun. It's always been like viable, but people haven't realized. But because of the nerfs to the Peacekeeper, the Mastiff, because the Peacekeeper isn't as good as it used to be. It doesn't two-shot you anymore, and a lot of people have been going for the EVA 8, and it is it's consistent. I'd put it in S, to be honest.
S, yeah, especially if you can get a bolt for it, like a blue or a purple, it can put in a lot of work. I'll actually agree on that. All right, what do we got next? The Flatline. I think the Flatline's I think it's a really good weapon. I feel like it's underrated by a lot of people.
Easily my favorite weapon in the game. Yeah, it's definitely an S. I feel like they shadow buffed it this season. It feels like there's minimal recoil because I know Respawn they make shadow nerfs and buffs to guns. It's easily my top 3 weapons in the game.
Yeah, I'd agree. Like I feel like with the anvil as well, you can obviously just grab it 2 times or 3 times on it. It'll just stock it with you, and then you can just change it into a sniper and it's just an all-round weapon. I mean, it's very good up close. It's got very good hip fire.
Yeah,
it's just a very good weapon.
All right, yeah. So S tier, high S tier.
We got the G7 Scout. I think that just goes S tier.
Yeah, S tier. Especially in arenas, it's so cheap. You can put a 2 times on the level 1 upgrade, and it just melts. It just melts.
Yeah, that's it. It just melts, and
even after all the nerfs, it's just such a viable weapon.
What do we got next? The Havoc. Yeah, this is interesting because I feel like the Havoc can do a lot of work, but the recoil is very hard to control.
With season 9, I think they've made that a little easier to control. The Havoc used to be like my favorite guy in the game back in season 2.
Yeah.
And people don't realize how good it actually is. They just think, high recoil, let's just leave it on the ground. So I'd put it in B.
You think B, yeah? Yeah, I feel like B's okay. So what have we got next? The Hemlock. This is interesting because the Hemlock's like been nerfed a few times the last few updates. It's not really being used as much by people, but
it's not bad either. It's okay. Nowhere as good as it used to be.
I feel like it's that mid-tier B or C weapon, really.
Yeah, not C. I'd say B.
B. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
I think B is probably fair. All right, what do we got? The Craver. What do you want to do with the crate weapons? Do you think we should just put them all?
They can all be S tier. Yeah.
When we get to the L-Star, so yeah, this has been like the most slept-on weapon for a while now. The L-Star. People are just starting to realize how good the weapon is.
Yeah, it always has been. People didn't realize hip fire. I wouldn't use it as an LMG. I'd use it more as a assault rifle support, like an SMG. Yeah, sniper support, assault rifle support. It wouldn't be like my main weapon, and in arenas is the way to go as well.
Well, it's very cheap as well. It's only 400. So, if you pair it with like a G7, it's round 3 or 2. You have like 1,000 crafting materials, and then you can just set up on that. Cheaper than getting a Volt or an R99. Where do you want to put the L-Star?
The problem with the L-Star is the range. It's not good at long range. So because of that, I'll put it in B.
IB?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, we'll put it in B. But now we get to the longbow.
The longbow is very good at long range. A lot of people use it as a shotgun, actually. I'd say B.
I wouldn't put it any higher or lower than B. I feel like that's a good position because a lot of people, yeah, I think because people saw that the skull piercer was removed, a lot of people aren't using it as much.
Yeah, it's a decent weapon. Slap it 3 times on there, and you're basically beating people from across the map.
We got next the Mastiff. I feel like the Mastiff's gone way down now.
Yeah, I cannot use it to save my life. This is actually the first weapon I would put below B. I'd put it in C right now. Which is very inconsistent. Like a 13 damage. Oh, maybe a 27. I'd pick a Peacekeeper over that.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? I mean, the Mastiff. I mean, where it was before, they had to nerf it, and then they just go the other direction. I'm fine with having it a little bit underpowered, but yeah, the Mastiff's definitely the lowest tier. I feel like now. I feel like the Mozambique can put in more work. Anyway, we've got to the Mozambique now. Would you put it B or A tier or?
It's still in B because
Still in B.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it can go to A.
It wouldn't be anyone's go-to weapon.
Yeah. If it had hammer points as well at the moment, I'd probably put it A. But yeah, until I think B is probably safe to put it there. I feel like that's the B tier, isn't it? Like, you know, there's the weapons there. Like, you'll grab them if they're there at the start of the game. But as soon as you find like an upgrade from the Mozambique to the Eva or the Peacekeeper, you're grabbing the Peacekeeper. You're not gonna want to keep the Mozambique. We've got the P2020. I'd just put this bottom, honestly. I don't think there's
it's lower C, I guess. It's okay. It's not. Yeah, actually, yeah. Put it in lower tier, bottom tier.
What have we got now? The Peacekeeper.
Solid A tier.
Solid A tier. Yeah, I feel like it's okay.
It takes skill to use. Doesn't 2-tap anymore. Yeah, it's fine.
I think A is just easy one. That one. Then we've got reliable R301.
Slap that in S tier.
Yeah, S tier. I don't think it's overpowered though. I don't think it's overpowered.
It's not overpowered. It's fine. It's decent weapon. I don't think we need to elaborate on it. It's just slap in S tier.
We got the R99.
Another S tier weapon.
Think it's S tier still?
Yeah. Do you think it's A tier?
I think it's A tier because I feel like if you're gonna compare the SMGs, I feel like the Volt's better.
The Volt is comparatively better, but if you know how to use the R99, then it's definitely better than the Volt. Yeah, the 99 is my go-to weapon. It's the weapon I look for.
I guess we'll put it in S tier then if it's your go-to weapon. I've got you on the channel, so we'll go with you. All right, what do we got next? I'll go with the Volt now anyway. So you still think it's S tier, the Volt? You think it needs a nerf, don't you?
Yeah, it does need a nerf.
Like,
a little bit of a recall nerf. Not too much.
You can grab it 2 times on it. Can it work like an assault rifle?
Yeah, that's how I use it usually. I would use 2 times on it. When I'm rocking it with an R99.
Yeah, I agree, yeah. I feel like it could use a little bit of a nerf just to recoil and stuff. We've got the RE45. Do you like this weapon? Because I'd put it down with the P2020, honestly. I know a lot of people think they can do work with it. I think it's a shit weapon.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not on the level of the P2020. It would definitely do more work than P2020. I actually saw a YouTuber using the RE45 and he was fucking beaming with it like an R99. Problem with it is the range. It's just the range that's the problem. Up close though, it could melt. It does have potential. So I'd put it in C, high C.
B.
High C.
I'll go C.
Low B.
I'll put it in
high C, low B.
Yeah. I think it's still my channel. I'll put it. We'll put it in.
Okay, C is fine.
I should have even told you the tiers. We've got S, A, B, C, and then D, E, F. So I probably should have said that at the start of the video, but
I don't think E and F is even needed.
Delete row. Okay, I'll just leave it like that. All right, all good. All right, so now we've got the Sentinel.
Oh, the Sentinel. When you hit your shots with it, it's the most satisfying gun in the game. It's like definitely not on the level to Kraber. But it's up there.
Yeah, I'd put it in. I think I'd put it A. Honestly, like it's that weapon that
definitely. Yeah, especially with the amped damage you have with it.
And the tempo as well. That's pretty good.
I mean, there's some days that I can't use it, but on the days I can.
As soon as you hit your weapon, as soon as you hit your shots with the Sentinel, I don't think it's that in the wingman. They like, you feel so satisfying when you down someone with those weapons.
Yeah, thing is with the wingman is that I'm more consistent with that.
That is actually the last one we got today. Is the wingman? So where would you put that? I feel like
For most people, it would be an A tier weapon because they do agree it's solid if you hit your shots. In my case, I can use the wingman easily, so I would put it in S.
I'd probably go like what you said earlier, like A, because I feel like if you
Low
can.
S, higher A.
But anyway, yeah, we finished all up this tier list now. The weapons, we'll just go through them quickly. So we got the annoying Spitfire at S tier. That's just needs to be nerfed. It's the one weapon in the game. They need to get into a good place. Yeah. Then you got the Bocek bow in S, Eva 8, Flatline G7, the crate weapons, the R301, the R99, and the Volt. It's like the S tier weapons. I feel like that's the weapons. Despite the Spitfire, I feel like that's just the weapons that their go-to weapons. We got the A tier weapons. We got the Wingman, the Charge Rifle, the PK, and the Sentinel. I feel like that's just the weapons that really balanced at the moment. They don't need to make any changes. I think if they went one way or another, I feel like they go overpowered or underpowered. But yeah, I feel like they're in a good position right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, then we've got the B tier. We got I've put the 30-30 repeated with shadow caps in B. We've got the Alternator, the Devotion, Havoc, Hemlock, L-Star, Longbow, and the Mozambique. I feel like as well they don't need to do much here. Maybe buff the Alternator a little bit. That's my opinion anyway. You thought, buddy, it's a good A tier. I've never heard anyone say the Alternator is A tier.
Alternator is underrated gun, very underrated gun.
Then we get to C tier here with the 30-30 repeater, just a normal 30-30. We've got the massive, and then we've got the RE45. I would put the RE45 lower, but I do understand where you're coming from, where it can shred up close and stuff. And then we've got the last tier. I've put F tier. It's only got the P2020 in it. You'd almost go with the melee nowadays. You're probably going to do as much damage.
Just bring back hammer points for it and everyone's happy.
I feel like that's right, but yeah. Anyway, man, it's great having you on for a collab video with you. I'll save the time now. What do you want to promote? Anything? Just Twitter, OnlyFans? What do you want to promote?
Yeah, Twitter and YouTube. I don't do anything on there, so you can choose to subscribe if you want to or not. That's your choice. You can follow me on Twitter.
I'm going to do that better for you. ThatOneApexBot is a great YouTuber. Go subscribe to him right now. He makes great troll tweets on Twitter. Go follow him over there. I'm going to link all of his stuff in the description below with all of his stuff. No, honestly, go subscribe to ThatOneApexBot. I've talked to him a bit. He's, been quite a promoter of my channel with retweeting my videos out. So I've really appreciated his little support of late. And I thought, we should get a collab video with him because even though he is English and I'm Australian, we'll let that slide. But yeah, thanks for coming on to the video today, man.